Hey, everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I am Scott.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you?
It's a Saturday recording.
It certainly is. Coffee's flowing.
Coffee hasn't kicked in for me yet, so.
Yeah, I didn't realize we weren't going to do a show this week, and I just kind of showed up at your house.
Yeah, we were texting each other, and I thought what we were saying is we don't have enough stuff to do a show, but I guess you didn't read it that way.
But we're about to find out.
We're going to see how we do here. We're going to see if we can filibuster.
Well, I'm still riding the NyQuil DayQuil train here, so misinterpretation I'm going to take fully on my side of the street here.
No, I reread it. I said I wasn't very clear either, so.
Yeah, well.
All of a sudden you pulled in, I was like, what's Scott doing here? Oh, shit, we're doing a show.
Well, this is how the magic happens. A little peek behind the curtain.
There's been some stuff going on, some news.
Some.
Mostly political, as we keep saying.
Yeah. Netflix isn't the biggest thing in the world.
No, we got to redact that. Yeah, so that's breaking news. That's breaking news that Sundance, or Skydance, not Sundance, Skydance
yes,
is apparently going to win the bid for Warner Brothers.
Yep.
So not Netflix.
Not Netflix.
And I don't know what that means. I just know it's more of a monopolization of, of media.
So that's Comcast, NBC, Paramount.
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah, it's like everything.
Yeah, everything under Warner Brothers. That's a
Warner
lot of
Brothers,
stuff.
Sony?
No, I don't think Sony's part of that.
Sony's not part of it.
We should do a little homework and figure out how all these are laid out now, because the org structure of all these different studios and media conglomerates, like I can't keep up.
So I guess
I got to draw it out.
If it's not Disney and it's not Skydance, it might still be Netflix.
So Netflix is on its own, Disney is on its own, Sony is still on its own.
Yeah.
And then Paramount, Universal.
HBO's under all this, though, too, right?
HBO falls under Warner Brothers.
It's under Skydance now.
Which is under
Well,
Skydance.
once FCC approval goes through.
Right.
And now we're back to politics.
Right. Well, David Ellison, he'll just go over to his buddy Trump and be like, hey, man, hook me up again.
Everything in Hollywood just seems like it's 5 degrees to Kevin Bacon. You know what I mean? Like everybody's owned by somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something about the merger. I really didn't pay much attention to it at all because I didn't think we were doing a show, so I didn't do my homework. But yeah, they're basically saying that the kind of style that this David Ellison guy, he's the son of like the third richest guy in America.
Right.
And he just said, hey, I want to have a film studio. I want to be in the film business. The one thing that he did say he's still going to do is put movies out. He's going to try to make sure that they're putting out 30 movies a year.
30 a year.
Yeah. So I guess that's not a crazy number. I guess that's kind of what these studios.
It's like, what, 2.5 every month?
I guess. And then if you own Warner Brothers and you already own, what's the other one? Paramount. They were making movies too. So is it 30 between both of them?
Probably.
Or is it 60?
No, I couldn't imagine 60.
There's fears that there's going to be layoffs because now you got these two giant.
Yeah, why pay 2 sets of people to do the same thing?
Yeah, you don't need 2 marketing departments. You can do 1 marketing department for both studios.
Sure.
So there's fear of that. The kind of movies that this guy makes is more like action movies, like a guy's movie, A guy's movie. What the fuck does that mean? A guy's movie. Like.
Yeah, but honestly, you're talking about marketing departments with AI. You don't need 1 marketing department anymore. You just have AI do it.
Pretty much.
That's how they're writing their scripts. It's how they're coming. Really, you think an action movie is going to have that much involvement with writers and people?
Well, I don't know. This guy is supposed to be anti-woke, so maybe it means that, a lot of the wokey stuff that had been going on is going to be decreased.
Oh, boy.
Whatever you call the
wokey
woke
is
stuff.
Just whatever you want to determine it means this week.
Right.
Just the things you don't like.
These are just the things that I read or saw in a quick 15-minute recap of what's going on with this whole merger.
This guy got a real punchable face. I've seen him.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The punchable face.
I know exactly what this guy means. I know what he's all about. You can see.
I don't know enough about what's going on, but I gotta look into it a little bit more. But yeah, that's apparently a reversal of course. We thought it was going to all go to Netflix, and then we thought everything was going to be streaming, and theaters were going to now not have this stuff. But then, boom!
I got to tell you, if I'm reading this book by its cover, this son of the third richest man in the world, bargain basement. He's in the bargain bin as far as books by their cover goes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So I wonder what that means for James Gunn. I wonder what it all means for the DCU.
Oh, that's right.
Because now he's, he was probably thinking, I'm going to Netflix. And now he's like, oh shit, I'm going to Skydance now.
I wonder what it all means in the grand scheme of things. Does it matter?
I mean, they're just, as long as they're making money, as long as DCU is making money for Skydance, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
If it's not making money, just like any company, it's going to get the boot.
Yeah, I guess with Netflix being more established as a streamer, and I know they've been putting out movies, but they have more opportunity to go ahead and do more, Creature Commandos and series and stuff like that. So almost have it be more like Marvel. But now I think about it, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, and the thing I was watching too, it was talking about this is good that it's not going to Netflix because Netflix is woke. It was kind of an anti-woke thing. And to your point, like what's woke mean today? It changes definitions but I never thought I thought Netflix was always kind of, we'll air all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll air this ideology and that ideology. Well, as long as it's not racist or something hateful. Well, I thought Netflix was kind
woke. If it's not racist, it's woke.
Yeah, I guess. But I thought Netflix was already pretty diverse.
Yeah, you can go on there and find what you're looking for. That's for sure.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, the thing I saw was pretty slanted.
What a woke thing of us to think.
You know what it was? It was The Critical Drinker. That's what I saw. You ever see The Critical Drinker?
I know The Critical Drinker, yeah.
I like his takes, but he's too political. So he's like, it's like, the point he's trying to get to, but he's not covering both sides.
Even when he has a valid point, his presentation's his downfall.
Yeah. There's a couple guys like that come into my feed.
I know people like that in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's name him.
No.
The Critical Drinker.
So, you been watching anything good lately?
I watched that new Predator movie finally.
I still didn't. I suck at this.
I don't know if you're missing anything. They're starting a universe with this Predator movie. They're starting like a whole cinematic universe.
Well, I know that there was like different hierarchies in the Predator world.
Which I didn't know until watching this movie.
Like subgenres of Predator, I guess.
What are they called? They're called the Yakua or something like that?
Yes, that's the name of the alien species.
They mentioned it a million times during this movie, and I can barely remember the word. Yakua? I don't think that's right. Yakua?
It's something along those lines.
Yakua.
Haktua. Spit on that thing.
Haktua.
Gotta spit on that thing.
But I don't know. The whole thing was weird because it's called Predator Badlands.
Yes.
And, if you've seen the trailer, you already get the premise that it's centered on one predator.
Right.
And that predator meets a synthoid or whatever they call those things from the Aliens franchise. So now they're blending that again.
It's like an android, but it's not, right?
It's an android. It's what was the name of what was the one from Aliens?
Yeah.
That got sliced in half. Well, this one was sliced in half too, and he's carrying her around.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a road trip movie, essentially. It's a Predator road trip movie. And I'm like, these things are great. I love these predators when you don't know a lot about them. The more that they reveal their personalities and their backstory, which I guess they've done in the comics, which is canon to these movies. I had no idea. I was watching a breakdown of it. I'm like, oh my God, there's like a whole, backstory to all these predators. I thought the less you knew about them, the more interesting they were.
That's how I always felt about the original.
Yeah.
You didn't know anything about him. He was just like invisible. He had camo texture mapping and took off his mask and you're like, whoa, shit, look at this guy.
It was one ugly motherfucker.
One ugly motherfucker.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Well, it's weird, like following the life of this predator.
Have Predator meets Easy Rider.
It kind of was. You met the predator's family. Like, I don't want to meet the predator's family. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I thought these things were just savage killers. All they did was they were just bred to hunt.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, they have feelings and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a weird movie. It was a little bit of a weird movie. And then by the end, I'm not going to ruin the movie for anybody, but it's a typical CGI fest.
Sure.
There's a lot of CGI in it. Some of it was good. Some of it was really good. And then some of it was, oh my God. Oy vey, this is over the top.
I'm going to have to check this out. This is on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu now. In fact, I have an article that says, Disney's franchise-saving sequel is Hulu's most watched American movie after just 2 days. So it did really well for the streamer.
And we've talked about it a lot. I mean, like the last Predator movie that came out would have been that Prey movie.
So this is tied to that.
It is, and it was a different take on what we were used to so far. So these last, I mean, Because everything was coming out before that, where they were like taking humans and sending them to the planet to be hunted by other predators, and Predator versus Alien was never really done that well, or AVP or whatever you want to call it. These last two have really rebounded this franchise and made it something good.
Yeah, I'd say I liked it, but I was a little bit weirded, out by it.
Okay.
But it's good. I recommend it, but I also
Don't expect much.
but I don't know if it was good. I guess it was good. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it.
Your recommendation's like 55%.
Yeah.
Like, you're not completely neutral on it, but you're not sold on it.
Just barely
Just
got over the
barely
hump.
over the edge.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
I don't know. They're going to be making a lot more of these. You can tell. Like it left
It's
the door
setting
open.
things up. Yeah.
It left the door open at the end. It's tied to that Prey movie.
Yeah.
The same guy that made the Prey movie, and everybody liked that Prey movie. He's the guy that made this. His name is Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
He made that cartoon. Did you get to watch that
I
cartoon
did watch
yet?
the cartoon, yes.
So that's kind of part of this whole thing. So they're creating a universe, a Predator universe,
Okay.
where the aliens are featured. And there was one scene that I saw it was a Ryan Airy breakdown. It was a Screen Crush breakdown. And this is silly. I don't know how true any of this is, but they basically walk into a trophy room. It's one of those scenes where you see like all the skulls.
This is what originally brought aliens into this universe.
Right, that's right.
Part 2.
Well, this time you don't see an alien head, but you see all these other heads. And Ryan Airy's like, I think that's an Ewok.
Oh,
And I'm like,
no.
Could you imagine? They put an
Disney's
Ewok.
not getting into this. Disney is not getting involved in this. Although Hulu is owned by Disney,
That's
and
right.
maybe it is.
So it could be. It could be
Oh, I would hate that.
the Ewok. They were so
And
sure.
When you start with like a Wookiee,
Yeah.
like, that would be better than an Ewok.
Yeah. The Predator's going after an Ewok. That's easy.
I mean, in canon, or at least in Legends canon, which I guess doesn't make any sense, in Legends stories, the Ewoks were wiped out by the Empire after the Battle of Endor.
They were?
Yeah,
They were
the
wiped
entire-
out?
The entire species was bombed out.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's that from?
in the books.
The books that are canon now?
No, the books that are Legends now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count, technically.
But you haven't seen an Ewok since Return of the Jedi.
That's true. Yeah, you haven't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the one that remained was killed by a predator, according to Screen
Not
Crush.
Princess Kaniza. Caravan of Courage.
It was wicked. He lasted till the end.
Wick, you think it was Warwick Davis?
Yeah. It was an epic fight between him and the Predator. Unfortunately, the Predator won. And
My money would have been on the Predator.
I'm trying to remember who else they said was on that wall. They said like a Prometheus. Remember, because Prometheus
Right.
is part of the Aliens
Right.
universe, which is now tied to all this. I don't know. It's going to be a cinematic universe.
Ironically, the same tactics that the Rebels used and the Ewoks used to beat the Empire on Endor, very reminiscent of the tactics used by Arnold Schwarzenegger to kill the first Predator in the first Predator movie.
Did he have logs
With the logs
swinging
coming
in?
down, he had like logs on spikes on a log that came up and hit him.
Did he? I don't remember.
He covered himself in mud so that the infrared signal
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I don't remember Predator 2 enough. I don't remember how
Danny Glover did
Danny,
it.
yeah, how Danny Glover beat
Danny
the Predator.
Glover should have been dead, and at the end they decided not to kill him because he realized that you were only viewed as prey or as like a trophy if you were fighting back. So he put his gun down, and then he became not an adversary.
Nah.
That was basically how it went. Yeah,
And then the Predator just went home.
Predator
So
kind of just went away. Yeah,
they were saying I guess this is from the comics to know this, that if the Predator takes his mask off, it means that he sees you as a valid competitor.
oh,
So did he take the mask off at the end of part 2?
I don't remember.
You mean he just put his gun down and said, I'm not going to fight you?
That's how I remember it. Yeah.
Oh, my
It's
God.
been a long time since I watched it, but they were out there like killing street gangs, and it was a whole weird inner city struggle thing.
I saw it once. I remember hating it.
I saw it a couple times.
I'm going to watch it again.
We should watch it.
I'm watching his breakdown. And he's like, what are you getting back into Predator? I'm like, I think I am. I'm at 55%.
See? It's working. You're 55% there.
I got to move it up to 65 or 70%. Become a fan again.
Damn. Well, I haven't been watching much on my side of things, so I'm glad that you're getting into this. I am going to have to watch this now.
It's worth checking out.
Everybody in my house is still sick. We just keep giving it to each other, so it's just a cyclical thing.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, great. Now you're here.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, buddy.
Give me a hug. least you don't sound sick.
No, I'm feeling a little bit better now. But what else is happening? Anything else fun in the news?
Well, speaking of nepotism in Hollywood, here's a story from The Hollywood Reporter. Max Landis. You know who Max Landis is?
No.
Max Landis is the son of
John Landis?
John Landis, the famous director,
Okay.
who's done a lot of things that we like. A lot of, big 80s.
Coming to America?
I guess he did Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, part 3. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I think he did Animal House.
Animal House?
Yeah, he's done a lot of things.
Twilight Zone?
Well, his kid is evidently in Hollywood.
Had no idea.
His name is Max Landis, and I love this title. From The Hollywood Reporter, Max Landis, whose career imploded during Me Too, returns with G.I. Joe movie at Paramount. This guy's like,
But, okay, now
he's forever branded with this Me Too thing.
it's Paramount, though. Like, is that going to be impacted by this whole thing?
Oh, yeah, who knows?
Wow.
Who knows? That's right. That's who owns G.I. Joe then.
Yeah.
And Transformers.
Damn.
So I just can't believe they're trying to make a new G.I. Joe.
So Max Landis, made by nepotism, ended by Me Too, back on the scene with G.I. Joe.
Evidently, they're giving him another shot. Yeah.
This guy is just building his house on sand, I feel.
At the same time, Danny McBride
I do like Danny McBride.
will also be writing a separate G.I. Joe script.
Oh, I wouldn't go toe-to-toe with Danny McBride.
I think their thought is to have two scripts and then merge
Go with
them
the
together.
best one.
Merge them
Oh,
together.
okay.
That's what it said. At the same time, it also hired the Righteous Gemstones star and creator Danny McBride to work on a separate script for Joe. According to several sources, the studio will then try to blend the two scripts into one, but a studio source says these are two separate projects. So there's one studio source saying one thing and another studio source saying another thing.
And to call it a separate script, like, I've heard people doing, like, their take on a script and, like, a rewrite and, like, a punch-up. But to call it a separate script, that seems like it would be a separate project.
Yeah, it says developing two scripts at the same time is somewhat rare but not unheard of.
Well, here's the good news, guys. When you're owned by Skydance, one of you is still going to have a job and the other one's not. So you'll both be on the same page because one of you won't be there anymore.
What's it cost to, pay somebody to write a script?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that like 10 grand? Is it like $500,000?
I couldn't imagine it's $500,000. There's scripts flying around all over the place. You ain't paying $500,000 for each of those.
Oh. The way they throw money around in Hollywood, I have no idea.
You know what? I am thinking about this rationally in an irrational world, so I really don't know how that would work.
Who's looking for a G.I. Joe movie at this point?
Yeah. Remember they tried to make the whole Transformers G.I. Joe spin-off thing? That was like the next level Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah. It was the end of the last Transformers movie, which bombed.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like a well-known G.I. Joe. It was like some knockoff.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. When I think of G.I. Joe, I think about those old movies, the old G.I. Joe movies and how bad they were.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a bad taste in my mouth from those movies.
Oh, for sure.
Who was in that movie? The Wayans brother?
Yeah.
Do you see the Scary Movie 7 trailer just leaked?
Is it Scary Movie 7? Is that what number we're up to?
I think so.
I know
Or
Scream 7 just came out.
All right, then
Scary-
it's 6.
Okay.
It's Scary Movie 6, Scream 7.
6, 7.
Yeah, Scary Movie 6's trailer is in front of Screen 7 right now. So it's already leaked onto the internet.
I didn't see the preview, though. Was it good?
Not from what I saw.
Were you a fan of the originals, though?
I was, but I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, they're clearly trying to offend people.
Well, yeah.
And in this day and age, it's easy to offend people, so they're just taking cheap shots. The jokes weren't funny, but it was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to offend people. Okay, I'm all for that. I like offensive humor. Bring it on. Let's have it. But I was like not exactly laughing at what I was seeing.
More groany.
Yeah,
than
more like
laughy. Yeah.
this is what you've been drafting up for the last 10 years.
So glad we've been sitting on this one.
So yeah, that's coming. I'm sure any day now that'll be on YouTube officially.
Shit. So was this Max Landis? Was he cleared of his Me Too accusations?
Well, here's a paragraph that says, but then numerous women stepped forward to speak about Landis's alleged behavior, accusing him of sexual and emotional abuse, reaching a peak in 2019 with an expose by the Daily Beast. In the aftermath, he was dropped by his representatives at CAA and Writ Large, I guess those are
The
agencies,
agencies, yeah.
and saw projects he was developing wither and die. No charges were ever filed against Landis.
So no charges to beat, just court of public opinion.
He says, In a YouTube video 3 years ago, Landis acknowledged what he called serious mistakes in relationships and called himself a toxic partner to girlfriends. I get why certain people hate me, Landis said at the time.
Yeah, you and thousands of people named on the Epstein list too, I guess, huh? But I guess we're not doing anything about that. I guess you're free to make G.I. Joe.
So if you're on the Me Too list, I guess it's time you can start coming back to Hollywood now, I guess.
So.
I don't know. It was just crazy to see that in the title. Like, hey, don't forget, this guy's got the scarlet letter. He was Me Too'd.
So next up we're going to have G.I. Joe starring Kevin Spacey? I mean, what are we doing?
I don't know.
I guess time served? I don't know. Hey, here's one. Crispin Glover. George McFly.
George McFly.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
Well, his latest role, defendant in the L.A. County Courthouse.
What? What are you talking about?
Crispin Glover, according to Variety and also NBC News, is being accused of a former model for holding her captive as a sex slave and a free laborer.
A free laborer? What does that mean?
I'll get into it here, but apparently he convinced her to move into his home in L.A., and he basically kept her there against her will.
Oh, my God.
So according to a civil complaint filed Wednesday, Glover is being accused of battery, fraud, wrongful eviction, malicious persecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and Bain Act violations, stemming from a disturbing series of incidents in which Jane Doe, not releasing her name, was essentially held captive and used for sex and free labor by Mr. Glover under false pretenses. Doe, described as a 30-year-old former model from the UK, claims she was, quote, lured and manipulated into moving to L.A. to work for Glover as his assistant in the entertainment industry. According to the lawsuit, the two first connected through social media in 2015.
Nothing good comes from social media.
You're absolutely right. They eventually met in person in Dresden, Germany, where he allegedly showed her items of Nazi memorabilia from his personal collection.
Ugh.
Now, Bill, I will say only two types of people collect Nazi memorabilia. You're either a avid World War II aficionado or you're a Nazi sympathizer. I guess it's true you could be both.
Yeah.
Where do you think he falls on the scale of things?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
I know he's a weird guy.
Yeah.
I know he's a weird guy. So I could see him collecting that just to be weird.
But this isn't Pee Wee Herman. This isn't Paul Rubens collecting, like, erotica. Like, there's, like, real-world implications of the swastika, you know?
Yeah.
You know, to some people, that's weird. To other people, that's, like, an enviable piece of collection, you know?
I guess.
Who are you trying to impress with that?
Right. I wonder if he thought he was being kinky, and she's like, get me the fuck out of here. Oh, you're just role-playing.
Well, that
I mean, what could it be?
In 2023, I mean, she must not have been that turned off by it because she moved in with him in 2023. It says that Jane Doe was groomed with promises of a new life where she could start over and have a career in the entertainment industry through some sort of business relationship with Glover. She ultimately moved to L.A. in early 2024. So within months, she moved to L.A. to be with this guy from the U.K.
With all kinds of false promises, and I have power in Hollywood, and I'm still a main player.
Yeah, who's buying that from Crispin Glover?
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, have you seen movies?
Yeah, right. When's the last time you've seen him? I think it was Charlie's Angels 2.
But when Ms. Doe took the bait and uprooted herself and moved to L.A., she found herself in a disturbing situation where Mr. Glover wanted to control her actions and track her whereabouts and basically serve him as a live-in girlfriend / sex slave, the lawsuit reports. After she refused to comply with his increasingly bizarre and inappropriate demands, Doe alleges she was unlawfully evicted and that Glover filed false legal actions against her, including a fraudulent petition for a restraining order.
Wait, she filed the...
No, he did, against her.
What? This is confusing.
It is. In a statement shared with Variety, a lawyer for Glover says, Mr. Glover denies these baseless allegations in the strongest terms possible. The reality is that on March 2nd, 2024, Mr. Glover was the victim of an unprovoked felony assault by Jane Doe at his L.A. residence. Mr. Glover called the LAPD, which came to the scene, investigated, and arrested Jane Doe. These facts are documented by law enforcement records and by the restraining order filed by Mr. Glover against Jane Doe at that time. So it's like, I have to be right. I have the law on my side.
Right.
There's documentation.
Right.
I don't know who to believe in this whole
Yeah.
thing so far.
Somebody's full of shit.
It's one of those situations, as you often point out, where somebody's fucking lying.
Someone's just lying. Just clearly lying.
Mr. Glover is confident the judicial process will expose this lawsuit as a meritless fabrication.
Well, of course you'd say that.
Yeah. Oh, to your point, he was the bad guy in Charlie's Angels too. He was also in Alice in Wonderland. You remember the rat movie Willard, where he could talk to rats?
Yeah, I never saw that. I remember
he
that.
was in that one too.
But that was 100 years ago.
It really was. So who's moving to L.A. to believe this guy has his finger on the pulse?
Maybe he's a great manipulator. Maybe he really, tricked her.
Well, the story I read that on that March 2nd night, Glover allegedly choked her and put her in a headlock. And there are images of bruises on the front of her neck, apparently.
Okay.
Now, my thing is that happened March 2nd, 2024. This lawsuit came out this past Wednesday. This woman's still allegedly still homeless and traumatically and emotionally scarred from the traumatic events that happened that night. Why did it take you 11 months to file these charges?
That's a good question.
Right?
It's a great question.
And I'll say this as well. If he did choke her and put her in a headlock, I only have a few words for him.
Oh, hey you, get your damn hands off her.
So I guess more to be revealed there. Another frivolous Hollywood lawsuit? I don't know what to make of it.
I don't know. This one sounds pretty messed up. So we'll see how this goes.
I could see this being true for Crispin Glover.
Yeah, he's weird. He's fucking weird.
I still care more about this than I do about the whole It Ends With Us lawsuit with Blake Lively.
Yeah, me too. I hope this one goes to internet court.
Yeah.
Because I watched that entire Johnny Depp Amber
I was going to
Heard
say,
thing.
in the hierarchy of LA frivolous lawsuits, we have Amber Heard. Now I think we have Crispin Glover. And then somewhere down the bottom is Blake Lively and the other guy.
Yeah.
Baldini. Ballsack.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't even hear anything about that.
Yeah.
So that's news to me.
Yeah. So, what a weird dude.
I don't have a whole lot more to talk about. We didn't talk about Robert Carradine dying.
Yeah, Louis Skolnick.
That was a bit of a shocker.
Passed away at, how old was he, like 70?
71.
71, no shit.
Suicide.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a shame. They say he struggled with bipolar disorder for a long time. Like, I know people with bipolar disorder. If you're good with your medications, it is a treatable disease.
They said he was known for Revenge of the Nerds and Lizzie McGuire. I don't know what that.
He played Lizzie McGuire's dad.
I don't know that show, Lizzie McGuire. Who's in that?
It was
I've heard of
Hilary
it.
Duff, I think.
Oh, that's the Hillary Duff show.
Or am I making that up?
No, that now you say that,
That's
that
her.
sounds right. That was like a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, it was Nickelodeon for sure. I'd moved on from Nickelodeon when Lizzie McGuire became a thing.
It says here from PBS.org. Somehow PBS got into my news feed. Known for both his film and television work, Robert Carradine worked steadily in the industry for over 40 years. Though he collaborated with some of the most respected directors of the day, he never gained worldwide recognition of his more famous siblings, Keith Carradine, also the father of Martha Plimpton, and half-brother David Carradine, who died in 2009.
I didn't know he was related to Martha Plimpton.
Yeah, me neither.
No idea. I can't imagine that Revenge of the Nerds and Lizzie McGuire are the only two things that he was involved in.
Probably a lot of small movies, too, that nobody's heard of, because I'm sure he was working. You need to work in Hollywood.
I'm looking at his filmography here. I am not seeing much. Confirmed Lizzie McGuire was Hilary Duff. He was in something called Human Zoo. We're raking in a 2-star rating on IMDb. I have to say, though, Revenge of the Nerds was a fantastic movie.
Oh, he's awesome in it. He's the best.
And he was in 4 of them.
Yeah, including the one that went straight to TV.
Revenge of the Nerds 4.
Nerds in Paradise. That
Nerds
was
in Love. Nerds in Paradise was part 2.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it's when
Nerds in Love.
they went to the Greek games and they got marooned on that abandoned island and they
right.
threw the tank back.
Oh God, that's right.
Ogre became a nerd.
Right. Ogre.
Damn.
I love Ogre.
that story goes on to say he never outlived the shadow of his relatives, but he never outlived the shadow of his nerd counterpart there.
Yeah.
Because what was his name from ER?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards became the bigger of the two nerds.
Yeah, he had a career after Revenge of the Nerds.
Big time.
Yeah, this guy, I guess he was typecast a bit. That sucks.
Yeah.
That might have bummed him out.
I don't know. He was doing some kind of... I remember him doing like some kind of game show on G4 or something. He really just became the nerd. He was typecast as a nerd for his entire career.
How would you feel about that? If you're working in Hollywood and you want to have a career, you want to stay relevant, but you can't shake that one big role that you got.
It's happened to a lot of people.
I think I'd be happy to be like, hey, at least I did that.
I guess I would embrace it and ride it for as long as it fucking went, because eventually nobody's going to care. They're going to forget about you altogether if you don't.
Right.
Why
Most people
fight
get
the tide?
Most people get nothing. They don't get anything in Hollywood.
Hey, if that's the rip current, swim to the side. Don't try and fight against the current, buddy, you know?
Yeah, I'm not saying that this was, anything that depressed him or what. Maybe he was totally content being just the nerd. But yeah, that's how we remember him.
If that was going to wear on you, though, it would have happened long before 71 years.
That's true.
You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
So who knows what else was happening in his personal life?
Yeah, who's to say?
I mean, we only know him from his career, so for us to say, like, damn, he's a nerd! Nerd! It's probably not it.
I hope he embraced it. I mean,
I would.
we love him.
The roles he took were... I'm just thinking of some of the Revenge of the Nerds scenes. The Darth Vader mask.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. That's how he basically raped Stan's girlfriend.
Oh, my God. I know.
In the Moon Bounce.
Yeah, it was definitely a movie that can't be made today.
They cannot
Nope.
remake Revenge. They are trying, though. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah, they're trying to rewrite Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, it's going to be totally different.
Has to be.
Yeah, they're not going to be drilling holes in the walls
Booger.
to spy down on women dressing.
No Booger, no Wormster, no Lamar. You can't do any of that stuff anymore.
No. Well, I don't know. If Scary Movie comes out and changes everybody's acceptance of dirty jokes and off-color humor, maybe they'll be able to surprise us.
Did you see that there's a new trailer for the next Mortal Kombat movie?
I did see that. CGI slop.
CGI, that is the definition of CGI slop. But it's what you'd expect from a Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, think back to the last round of Mortal Kombat. Like, not the last one, but when it came out in, 95, 96? That was CGI slop for its time.
Yeah, and it didn't. Well, the first movie did well, and then the other handful of things that came after it tanked.
The first movie tricked people in using the fame of Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat was the biggest thing in 92, 93.
Tricked
and it was
people
like,
is-
a movie's coming out.
Yeah.
You go to see it, and you're like, well, that was dog shit.
Yeah, trick people is a good way of putting it. I got tricked. I was so excited. I remember walking out going, that was horrible. That was awful.
Yeah, that was as bad as Super Mario Brothers movie.
Well, that's about all I got news-wise. There's a couple really quick things I could talk about. Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot lands Hulu pilot order, so they're remaking that.
The X-Files?
Yeah. I was never that big an X-Files fan to care that they're remaking it.
How do you think that'll do?
I don't know. Are people interested in X-Files?
I'm more interested in that than MGI Joe.
And then the other thing that I had saved here is Sony to reboot Spider-Man universe with new people after several box office flops. So remember Sony was doing their own version of the Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man? And they did Kraven the Hunter, and they did Mobius, and they did Madam Web.
Because it was like Tobey Maguire, and then it was, the other guy, and then it was the guy it is now. Like, there was so many different Spider-Men.
Now,
It's
Sony's
not that. You're talking about Kraven the Hunter and Venom and Carnage.
We thought they were done. We thought Sony was done
I
making
thought
those
Kraven the
movies.
Hunter was the nail in the coffin.
So did I. So did everybody.
Where do we go now?
I don't know. Now they're coming out saying, no, we're not done. We're not done making stuff.
You thought we hit the bottom?
But I guess that Spider Noir is something that came from Sony, right?
yeah.
Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't that be the Sony? It had to be Sony.
It would have to be.
Yeah. So they're probably like, hey, we're back. We're back. People are talking about this positively. We're going to make some more Spider-Man shit. These guys do not know how to make movies.
Talking about it positively. You're doing it in black and white and in color. You're an asshole.
Yeah. So just little news stories. I don't know that there's much to riff on there.
Oh, man. You seem pretty You're maybe the biggest Spider-Man fan I know, and you weren't really, I think I was more Spider Noir than what you were.
I came around.
You have?
Yeah, after
Okay.
watching one of those breakdowns.
Because you were like, meh,
Yeah, I was meh.
I don't care.
I didn't. And then I watched the breakdowns. I was like, all right. I think the idea of Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man is a little bit hard for me to swallow.
You know, and for Nicolas Cage, for him to try and come back and do a superhero thing after he got burnt on Superman,
Yeah.
good for him.
Remember he did Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
He was horrible.
Oh, yeah. He did do Ghost Rider.
I don't know how
Johnny
this guy,
Blaze.
I don't know how this guy's famous except for doing shit movies.
I mean, the biggest thing he probably did was that thing where he was treasure hunting.
Yeah,
National Treasure.
I never saw it, but people loved it.
Really?
I think.
I feel like I've seen part 2 more than I've seen part 1.
Remember he was in Con Air. He was in Face Off. Like he had a huge career.
Con Air and
Leave-
that was like his biggest period, I think.
But he was terrible then.
It was the same character. He's a guy, like I said last week, a guy that plays himself in everything he does.
Yeah. Well, we're all over the place now.
Well, it's kind of what you get when we don't plan on doing the show. If you made it this far, thanks for hanging in. We'll try and talk to you next week with more organized thoughts. Unlike Spider Noir, we're always coming at you live and in color.
Nice.
So tell a friend. We'll talk to you next time, and have a great week.